Let me say something good about vandalism. If it wasn't for vandalism more than a century ago, we might have never found out what happened to one of Georgia's earliest patriots. The story goes back more than 100 years at a small church cemetery mausoleum in Fishkill, New York. Vandals had desecrated several of the graves, and when the church officials went to clean things up, they found a small silver nameplate engraved William Few. Now, there's a good chance they didn't know who William Few was, but we do. Today, William Few Parkway is a major route in Columbia County. Few was one of our community's early leaders. He led troops against the British during the American Revolution, and after the war, Few was also one of 2 men from Georgia who signed the U.S. Constitution, an enterprise he considered so important that he was the only representative to never miss a meeting during the Constitutional Convention. Few became Georgia's first U.S. Senator, an Augusta judge, and an active leader. So, what was William Few doing in Fishkill, New York? Well, it's a long story, but a short answer. He lost an election. He was so frustrated after losing yet another Georgia election that he probably tried to get as far away from Georgia as he could, and he went to New York. Being William Few, he did very well in New York. He became a prominent banker. He became a state legislator. He took over control of some of the state prisons, did very well for himself, and he lived until age 80 when he passed away. But then we get to the story about his bones. Over the last, 100 years, New York and Georgia kept arguing over who should have his remains. New York just didn't want to give him up. Finally, then Governor Jimmy Carter interceded with his good friend, New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller, and they came to a solution. And I'll tell you about that when we get back. On January 29, 1973, Georgia State archaeologist Dr. Lewis Larson and Dr. Larry Howard traveled to the old New York graveyard, sifted through debris and beer cans, and found the jaw, some teeth, and other bones of the man who, it was said, never missed a meeting of the U.S. Constitutional Convention. William Few, a patriot, U.S. Senator and judge, was reburied with great ceremony in October 1973 in the graveyard of Augusta's historic St. Paul's Church. He's still here. So is the Columbia County that he helped create and the nation which he helped form.